What's up, Gaming Hawks? Today's video, we're going to be going over some more Grand Theft Auto. Guys, we got the criminal profile information, or at least more information about it. It was a lot of news out here, kind of just saying, oh, it's just a morality system, just like Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2. You go out and you do something bad, it'll go down. You go out and do something good, it'll go up. Well, guess what? Guys, we got the information, or at least a good basis of what this information, what this criminal profile is, and it's actually different. It feels like it's more realistic. So I'll show you guys the quick summary of what it is, and then we kind of look more into depth of it. So pretty much the criminal profile system is not honor. Rockstar reportedly stresses that having a low criminal profile does not necessarily mean you're playing incorrectly. Instead, the system seems to evaluate how you behave as a criminal. Now, a quick summary of what IGN is talking about, what some of the other sites are talking about. Basically, when you go out and just shoot people, depending on how you're just shooting people, determines if your criminal profile will go down or not. So like if you're like robbing a bank, XYZ, okay, everybody apparently knows, like you're kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde type of crew. So you robbing banks, you killing people in that type of sense, yeah, you may not actually get nothing wrong with your criminal profile. It'll probably stay the exact same. But when you start doing more than necessary, that's when it starts to change. So like if you're just out there, again, robbing the bank, let's say you're leaving and you see like two old ladies just walking by and you just shoot them up just to shoot them up. Everybody sees this, yeah, your criminal profile can go down. But you somebody just killing somebody, it will not just go down, if that makes sense. So kind of just depending on what you're doing, at least the way they're talking about, if you're going above and beyond. Yeah, everybody knows, hey, you're out and about, you may have to kill some people to get out from certain situations. However, there's a lot of different situations that you actually don't actually have to kill people. Maybe, for example, what we saw in the trailer when they were like in that drug den place or whatever. Let's say you're like in another one in another mission, and let's say after you get done talking with the person, the cops start coming in, they're shooting people, you're running. But you know what? You're like, you know what? All these innocent people I'm seeing here, or okay, maybe not innocent people, all the people who are helping cut these drugs up and XYZ, maybe I'm gonna just shoot them up. Yeah, maybe your criminal profile could change up a little bit there. So let's go ahead and kind of just go over some of this criminal profile directly from the source. So, supported by the new criminal profile system. It's a spiritual successor to Red Dead Redemption's 2 honor system. While it does dynamically alter based on activities that could be broadly considered good or bad, your profile is not there to encourage you to be a perfect citizen. This is a game about how much fun it can be to break the law after all, but it's up to you how maliciously violent you want to be about it. See, that's the key. How crazy you can go, going above and beyond, and maybe you can get like a flamethrower and you're just burning people alive just for the fact versus it not being in conjunction of you trying to rob and steal, or maybe you just doing it for the love of the game. So yeah, as much as possible, we try to design the game so that you have options. Things can escalate quite quickly if you want them to, or people who don't want to escalate can try to avoid it. It's not always possible. To me, that supports the narrative. And yeah, this is about a couple on the run. We try to make the system and design support our narrative whenever that's possible. Kind of what I talked about. Meaning if you hit and run, commit a crime and run, get in trouble and move on before the cops get there, and you don't just start shooting people, don't start escalating, which you absolutely can do if you want to. But if you don't, you're generally going to be fine. So yeah, it looks like the team is also going to experiment with the idea that you're not the only dangerous person in the world, and kind of like how it is like in Red Dead apparently. So that's cool there. And let's just go back on this one. Jason and Lucia have a criminal profile, so it looks like they all have their own, as well as a wanted level. And yeah, the new mechanic is new for Grand Theft Auto series. It changes depending on your interactions in the world. Think of it as an upgraded version of the Red Dead 2 honor system. There, Arthur Morgan can go on a killing spree and then work his way back up to sainthood by greeting everyone, and yeah, he's more nuanced. But again, to a shootout, doing robbery, or fire back an aggressor, a reasonable response. So again, kind of depending on what type of reasonable response. Escalate a situation that you could have walked away from without violence. Yeah, that's going to change your profile. So yeah, but they're also saying this. Despite this new profiling system, Nelson was at pains to point out that there's no correct way to play. Grand Theft Auto is still about committing crimes. So again, you can worry about your criminal profile, I guess, but how the world is integrated within, like, social media within the phone and whatnot, I guess people may end up recognizing you more if you out here doing some more wild stuff. But it's not going to cause, I guess, like vigilante to come out to you randomly. Kind of, I guess, what we saw like on Red Dead. And yeah, there's no right or wrong way in this game. You're playing as criminals on the run. Again, they know that you're criminals on the run, so you can go crazy if you need to. But yeah, it looks like too they upgraded the safe house. I'm seeing on this other part down here. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's just a quick breakdown of the criminal profile. It is not the same like Red Dead Redemptions. To me, the criminal profile, and apparently like the game having like its own social media and stuff happening within social media, and you can actually go to that part and actually see what's going on. I feel like that part is going to tie into that. You do some crazy stuff in the city, people filming you, you go to your phone on the game, you seeing that you're doing these crazy shootouts, people recognize you more. That makes more sense. They may be a little bit more cautious. Maybe some other crazy stuff may end up happening. But I'm excited to learn more about this criminal profile, and yeah, kind of seeing how it ends up playing in the game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.